If you work out at the Planet Fitness in Goose Creek, South Carolina, and you find me mildly attractive, please feel free to come over. Please feel free to approach, okay? I'm about 2 seconds away from switching teams over here because y'all never speak. Y'all never open your mouth. I get it, like, it's a two-way street, but let's get real. I think most girls prefer to be approached. And even if I don't find you attractive, I'm still nice. Like, I'm not just gonna be like a total, be like, why are you talking to me? No, I'll have a little small talk conversation with you, but I consistently see attractive looking men around my age at this particular location. So feel free to talk. I don't bite. Just be in shape, have a good smile, don't be missing any teeth out here. And I'm willing to compromise on height.
Here's a list of men you should never date, harsh version. Number 1 is men who are spiritual. If a man considers himself to be spiritual, that most likely means that he's just now learning things that most people learned when they were 5 years old, such as compassion and empathy. A man who is spiritual is also a man with a huge ego who thinks that you need to learn from him and that he has wisdom that you have not yet learned. This is the final boss of mansplaining, and you need to run as fast as you can. The next one is a man with a dog. Now, this one might be kind of controversial because I know a lot of you ladies love dogs, but you need to remember why a man gets a dog in the first place. It's not because they just want a best friend. It's because any single man with a dog thinks that they can use their dog to manipulate you. A single man with a dog has a dog to manipulate women. I said what I said. If you're on a date with a guy, it's a good excuse to get you to go to his house because he wants to show you his dog, or he has to go home and feed his dog, but he doesn't want the date to end. And if they want you to hang out after a while of not texting you, it's always so-and-so, insert dog's name, misses you. It's never, I miss you. Let's also keep in mind, if a man has time for a dog, he's not using that time to run a business, to make money. These are all traits that we want in a man, but if he has a dog, it does not allow him to have those traits. The next one we have is men who are super into the gym and clean eating. Now, gym and clean eating in itself are not bad, but if they are super into the gym and super into the clean eating and rigid, that means that most likely at one point in their life, they were conventionally unattractive, and so now they are cripplingly insecure. That means they will project their insecurities onto you in whatever way they may choose, be it cheating, calling you fat, whatever it is, they're gonna do it. This also means that they allow very little fun in their life and that everything is taken very seriously. Next, we have divorced men. Now, this may seem a little bit hypocritical because men and women can both be divorced, but the difference is that women, when they're going through a divorce or a struggle in a relationship, they eventually heal from it and they have the maturity to work through it, and then they grow from it. They get over it. Men never do this. Men don't get over their first love from high school. They're surely not going to get over their divorce. Men see divorce as a really bad look for themselves, so they are super hateful towards women after they get a divorce. And even if they seem like they're not, even if they seem like they're healed, they most likely are not, because men don't heal. And if you do start seeing a man who is divorced, make sure you see those papers in person before anything goes down. And lastly, we have men who don't drink. Now, I'm not a psychopath, of course. If you have issues with sobriety or religion or whatever, then that's a separate thing. But if you don't have those things, then why are you not drinking? Is it to take advantage of the person you're on a date with? Is it because you have control issues? You are going to a restaurant with me and you are going to order a mocktail or a soda water with lime or a hot tea with honey. I'm sorry, you need to grow up. And sometimes men don't drink, or they say they don't drink because they don't want to spend money. Unfortunately, not drinking gives off brokey vibes, and that's something that you should look away from.
You know, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it right here. This has to be a joke. This got to be a joke. Maybe I'll play the whole thing. I'm sitting up here talking about, I'm listening to what she just said about the dog. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and play it. Y'all going to see the video first. And it's so stupid, man. That's so stupid. Girl, you need therapy. You actually need therapy.
Men have the self-control of Jesus. I swear to God. I just saw a video of these girls kicking down her baby daddy house and breaking everything. And he was like, stop. And I've seen multiple videos of this. Women are really entitled to where they feel like they can break your shit, they can hit you, they can spit on you, and then just call the cops and the police. Like, you're going to jail, sir, because you looked at her. You should have praised her while she was breaking your shit. Back it up, mister. Your ass is grass. Like, nah, about that. I mean, I do condone, I'm not gonna lie. Now, if that with you and with your knock her the out. I mean, it should be fair as fair. I mean, y'all want these money. I didn't vote for no equal rights. I never have and I never will. But you want to be so bad, bro. Whoop they ass.
Am I overacting, or is this guy I'm seeing so rude? She sends a picture of her little Chihuahua Terrier, and he goes, I don't need to see pictures of your dog every hour, LOL. Which is already like horrible. I don't send them every hour. I just thought it would be cool. He goes, they're cool dogs. I just don't need to see them constantly. I know what they look like. She goes, are you actually serious? He goes, yeah, it's just like people sending pictures of their food to me. It's pointless. She goes, I don't even send you that many. He goes, you send enough. Not trying to be rude. I just don't need that many pictures of them. She goes, the last one I sent you was like this morning, which is actually funny because it's like, oh, so she did send two that day. So maybe she is sending too many.
Yeah.
So then sending it more than twice a day, I would be like, what's her obsession with like sending me her dog?
Okay, I'm sort of on his side, kind of. I hate to admit it, but
I actually am too.
Really?
It's kind of
It's 'cause
insane.
she's leaving out context. Go back
Okay,
to the...
my thing is when you're communicating with someone, it needs to add to the story, and it drives me crazy when people just text hey, or they just text what's up, or what are you doing. Like that drives me crazy. Like, what is the purpose? Like, what do you actually want to know?
Yep. I'm in the comments and I agree with the boyfriend. One pic is fine, and that's all I need until the end of time. Another person says, valid point. I agree with the boyfriend. That person said, he communicated so clearly and directly. People say they want good communicators, but can't handle it if it's not what they want to hear. That's exactly right. That's true. She didn't want to hear that. She wanted him to share her passion of her dogs, and he simply doesn't. I don't need to continue seeing your dogs. I do not care about them like that. I'm interested in you. Well, you should be interested in the things that I'm interested in. Yes, to a degree. I don't have to love your dogs like you love your dogs. I don't want to see your dogs. Be mature enough to accept that. Be self-aware enough not to continue sending these. That's weird.
To anyone that has ever judged me about taking my clothes off for money, this is for you. I used to be a lover girl. I used to be so good, so innocent, like I would never do anything bad. But throughout my life, men are always reminding me that they don't think I'm a person, like in my regular life, like before I started doing like crazy things. And sometimes it doesn't come out till like years or months later that they don't even think you're an equal. They actually want you to shut up and think that you expressing yourself is threatening. And like the boyfriends, not every boyfriend has made me stop like Twin Peaks or whatever, but the boyfriends that did are the boyfriends that would go to those places seeking out women and would normally succeed. And at a certain point, like through these experiences, because to be honest, I've had a lot of them, you come to the realization that like it might not work out for you ever, so you should have a comfortable life. Sorry.
I still didn't hear why you should be doing that. Still, without those dudes, even moving those dudes to the side, why would you be doing that?
I think the only way that we can really hold men to a higher standard in the dating sphere is if all dating apps create a function where you can both rate and review men that you formerly went on dates with. I think it's cruel, but it's genius and maybe necessary.
Well, don't y'all do that anyway with like, are we dating the same person? And the T app where y'all would throw the red flags? Y'all would do that you would do it anyway. The problem would be is that y'all would continue dating the same man because y'all simply do not care. Y'all don't care if that man's a criminal. If he looks good enough, you're still going to go on a date with him thinking that you can change him. You're going to go on that date thinking, I'm going to do it for the plot. And unfortunately, there's going to be a terrible plot twist. And that's going to be the end of the story for you. So.
The fact that men are pressed about women hating all men instead of taking accountability for the reasons why we're saying we hate all men is a perfect and prime example of why we hate all men.
Alright, so I think we're perfectly aware at this point that some women are completely bigoted against all men. And apparently it's because they refuse to take accountability. But what exactly are all men supposed to take accountability for? I wonder if that's going to be mentioned.
What do you not get? We're literally telling you, hey, you men do X, Y, and Z and make women feel X, Y, and Z, and you're controlling and manipulating, and you have no consideration for women.
Let's be very clear here. Some men do those things, but not all men. Yet all men are being held accountable for the actions of some. Why?
Instead of addressing that, you guys are going to gaslight us and say, women are just like so hateful towards men nowadays. Like everyone just hates men.
That is not what gaslighting is. Those men are stating a fact. Gaslighting is using psychological manipulation in order to get someone to doubt their own perceptions of reality in order to gain control. But those men are correct. There are a lot of women out there that hate men for apparently no logical reason, because no demographic of people should take responsibility for the actions of some. And that is a hard reality that a lot of women don't want to accept.
You know that saying, I like my men how I like my coffee, and they say black? Well, here's the thing. I love black coffee, okay? It's delicious. I think you really don't need to add all that to your coffee. That's why you're fat, number one. Number two, I like white men. Aryan men are beautiful. Blonde men with blue eyes, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I want my kids to look like me. The chances of them having red hair, it could go either way. I'm not really sure. But I want my kids to be white. You know, there's actually more diversity within white people than literally any other race. We have blondes, brunettes. Some people have really, really dark brown hair. It almost looks black, even though black hair, I don't even think is a thing. Redheads, you have the red hair combination with green eyes and blue eyes. Then you have blondes with all the different eye colors. White people aren't diverse. Okay, well, we're the most diverse race out there. Anyway, black coffee, white men, that's how I like it. And the further right he is on the political spectrum, the better.
She was so pro men. I thought she had an OF. I was like, for sure, this is a bid to sell her OF.
May this type of love never find me. May this type of love never find me. Love never will find you. Love never will find you because you're not willing to be okay, you do not understand that in order to find love with a good man, you have to be a This is like, no one's gonna take me seriously with my hair like this, but I hope you are listening to what I'm saying right now. Seriously, stop it with the comments of may this love never find me. When it's literally just a girl, such as myself, being like, no, yeah, you have to be a bitch to get your way. Stop it. You can comment that on videos that are like, the man is clearly disrespecting the woman. Of course, may that love never find anyone. But when it comes to playing the game, and yes, it is a game, because men are children. You have to play games with them. You want a child to do what you want, play a game with them. I'm done with you hoes.
Once again, y'all gonna give out bad advice to the day y'all die.
You know you a 304. Open up that phone. Y'all know y'all sleeping with multiple men. Y'all know this. Everybody know it. You go town to town to sleep with different men. Y'all some damn 304s. And you wonder why you can't keep a goddamn man. You sleep with every damn body. Chill out. And y'all want to get on here and try to stitch my video. I said what I said. Because a lot of y'all ask, can I keep a man? And y'all don't know how to satisfy a man. And y'all say, pick me. I got a damn man. I got one. Y'all delusional. Y'all lie, steal, and beg. Y'all ain't no good, and you don't love your damn self. That's just facts.
I work at a dealership, right? And bro told me he got 4 felonies, a 14-year-old and a 4-year-old. And had the audacity to ask me on a date. Bro, buy this car or get out my face.
Somebody in the comments said invite me to the wedding. Another person said, so where did y'all go? Y'all be choosing criminals anyway, so where'd y'all go?
So
I feel like we're in a society these days where feminism has like really taken over. And I mean more in terms of like, marriage. Like there are many women these days that do not desire marriage, kids, because they feel as if there are other things in life that you can accomplish outside of that, which I totally understand. Like I see so many videos all the time of, women being older, just, talking about how they're single, never been married, have no kids, and how life is great. And look, if you like it, I love it. But I don't want that for me. It's actually a fear of mine. Like, I don't know, that desire to be married one day, have a family of my own, like, it is not going away. And don't get me wrong, like, different women have different goals. But for me, I want it all, I want the life, the love, the family, like someone to grow old with. And honestly, just someone to love, because I really be feeling like when marriage is done right with the right person, it can be a great thing and is a flex.
My fellas, if you work a 9 to 5, you work like a regular, like UPS, like a regular office job, you make regular income. I already feel like somebody getting tight, so hold on. It's fine. Like, that's okay. And you meet a shawty and she's like, nah, that's not enough. That's just not the girl for you. You feel me? I get it. It can be frustrating, but it's just like, at the end of the day, when you date, you just trying to date one person. So like that person's just not the one for you. You get what I mean? So it's like all this anger that be going on about like, oh, females want like this type of lifestyle, this type of income. Well, those girls are just not for you. You feel me? They just not the ones for you. At the end, like I say, you dating because you want to date one person. You're not trying to date majority of females. So they just not like the ones who like, oh, that's not enough. That's just not, they just not for you. Like, keep it man.
Them not being for the men is okay. Them insulting the men is not. That's the problem.
2 of these people laid down and had this baby, and both of them saying I don't want it. What is different than a woman giving her child up for adoption?
I think if a woman gives her child up for adoption, does the father want it?
Why are we talking about the father? We talking about her. That's her decision. The father, whatever happened with the father, that's her decision.
If she gives the baby up for adoption because she knew she couldn't care for it, I think that's selfless.
So the daddy saying I don't want this kid because I can't care for it, that ain't selfless.
There's a difference between saying I just made this baby and I just don't want it versus doing the right thing and finding a healthy family for it.
What's the difference?
It's the daddy that say he don't want it.
2 of these people laid down and had this baby, and both of them saying I don't want it.
Then they both give it up for adoption. But we're not about to compare.
It ain't no difference.
We're not going to compare being a deadbeat dad to giving up a baby for adoption.
Why that's not a deadbeat mom?
A deadbeat.
Why that ain't a deadbeat mom?
Here's the difference.
There's no difference.
Let me tell you.
Both, it ain't no difference.
The difference between a deadbeat dad walking away from their responsibility, they don't have a care for the well-being of that baby. A woman giving a baby up for adoption is caring that the baby goes into a better family.
So what does a woman have no doing? Not caring about the well-being of that baby?
That ain't a baby yet.
I'm glad I ain't say that.
I said it.
If both people said they didn't want it, and you get mad at him for walking away, but then you go ahead and walk away, then what's the difference? That's what he's trying to figure out. What's the difference if you walking away yourself? You doing the same thing, but you just trying to make yourself feel better.
The girls are losing their minds with this whole entry fee thing. Like, back in the early 2000s and even before then, like, girls could get in for free, right? And particularly in Dallas, now it's like they're having to use like the Posh apps, or these are a lot of ticket events, and it's really driving them crazy. Because for some reason, for so long, the nightlife or just event scenes made women think that they were the program. That men would come just because women were there, and that's why the women were free. And that really never made sense to me, because if the men are the ones majority paying the money or spending the bread, why are you not catering to us as opposed to catering to women? So now that women are having to go to ticketed events or purchase tickets for events, they're buying one ticket, staying at that event the whole 4 hours, and now they wonder why they can't hop around. Good. Buy one ticket, stay there, and vibe. Stop going to a place for 45 minutes, then jumping around to the next one on the same block. And for the instance, y'all should be paying. Y'all don't pay anything else. Y'all damn sure don't be paying for drinks. So you should at least pay for entries. You are not bigger than the program, and the program is not you.
One guy says new generation club owners are corporations with MBAs managing the finances. They done the math and discovered that letting women in for free loses money. Men spend the same whether women get in free or not. That's interesting. Somebody else says, alcohol consumption is down. Less men buying women drinks. Gotta start charging the women. Makes business sense. Yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir, it does. Good things, all good things, must come to an end.
Us as women, I think that we got it twisted in terms of we think that we have leverage for forever. Having some level of self-absorption is fine, but when it becomes an extreme level is when it becomes a problem for men. Men are starting to say it out loud now that women do not care about them. They don't care about their struggles, don't care about how hard they grind. They are solely focused on them and what a man can provide for them. The sad part about that is most women think that they will never hit a wall. This is a little bit of men's fault. Women become so self-absorbed in themselves when they are young and they don't realize that time will humble them. So looks will fade, options will shrink, and then all of a sudden, all of the men that you overlooked, they won't be checking for you anymore. And I know a lot of women think that men just completely have stopped valuing women, and that's not the case at all. It's just that they remember when they make it to the hot top, they remember who cared for them and who didn't. I say all of that to say, don't be fooled by the attention that you're getting today, because when the wall hits, the only thing that will matter is care and character that you gave to a man.
You know what men don't care if you're a single mom? Single dads. Just letting you know that those are also options.
Well, this is what we've been telling women, but they don't want that. Well, I don't date no single dads, but you're a single mom. Yeah, but, I stand on my standards. But the standards are stupid, though. That's my preference. What an idiot.
I don't like when y'all outwife me, okay? I saw a girl getting her husband a 2K day basket because 2K drops today. Now, why didn't I think of that? Like she said, she likes her man at home and on the game and at work. But let's go get a damn 2K day basket.
Okay, so I wanted to get him some VC, but obviously the game hasn't even dropped yet. It's like in a few hours, so they don't only have VC for the newest version of the game.
So we'll just get this because he can buy the add-ons just with the regular gift card. Okay, she's gonna check in the back for 2K26 VC. Don't think they have it, but that's okay. He already bought himself the game, so ain't gotta worry about that. I'm thinking also about getting him some slippers because he wore his slippers down to the ground, child. Like, he doesn't like slippers that have like this at the back. This type vibe, but buying these are crazy. The toes out is wild. Gotta get some candy. My husband likes anything in like gummy form. Skittles gummy. These are always good. My husband is also a cookie bandit. Okay, a cookie don't stand a chance around him. Since he'll be up late. We already have like a little basket at home to put everything in, so that's the last step. I ran in the house and grabbed our basket. And there we go. Sometimes it's just the little things. And before you say, oh, I wish I would have saw this sooner. Girl, it comes out on a Friday. They're going to be on the game all dang weekend. You got time.
A woman in the comments said, I sent him the money. Y'all are making baskets now? Oh, God forbid you go out and put some extra effort in to a man who has been putting the effort that you want in all freaking year, all freaking decade. God forbid.
So I had to make a TikTok about this, y'all. Me and my girlfriend went out last night for drinks at a bar in Dallas. And I just want to say, like, what happened? What happened with the chivalry? You see that bar?
You want to know what happened? I'm going to tell you what happened. See, what y'all girls don't understand is that when men get online, they actually be paying attention to the stuff that y'all be saying and doing, right? Especially when attractive girls get online and say and do stuff. That's who they be focused on. So every time you see a pretty girl make a video and talk about how she be disgusted when men talk to her when she out, how she don't like it when men look at her, men have conversations with her, don't talk to her. Like, when she makes videos like that, the men are paying attention. When women like that are making videos, the men are paying attention, right? And so they figure, okay, well, this must be what it is. This must be what women want. Right? It don't matter about the women who ain't really that attractive, who get online and be like, oh my God, we want you to talk to us when you out. Like they're not listening to you. They listening to the girls who they find attractive and what those girls are saying, right? So you can't counteract the girls who they find to be attractive and them saying silly stuff online. So back to the point. Because those girls are getting online and saying silly stuff like that, when men go out now, they not hollering at you, they not bothering you, and they not getting up out their seat to let you have it. You know why? Because you've gotten online and showed how entitled you are, and you've shown how disrespectful a lot of y'all are. Why would somebody want to give up their seat for you? Right? You knew you was gonna be standing up when you put the heels on.
Can we establish that liking my pictures is not shooting your shot? DM me, because I will DM you.
You know, Nadia, this is apparently her Instagram. At first I thought this was OF. Not 100% sure here. It's a nice car, actually. I'm not sure. I don't know, man. Those are some nice roses. I don't know, man. These modern women are living their best lives out here. Enjoying it, right? Nice hair. She's pretty. But, no. Don't know if this is something that I would want to bring home to my mom.
So I just saw a post of a woman who says that she is now taking $1,000 deposit in order to go out on a date with her. And I just want to run that back. She is requiring $1,000 as a deposit for a man to take her out on a date. And I just want to understand this. Like, how and what is the difference? How y'all see this as something different than an escort service? So you mean to tell me it is pay for play and you're cool with that? Like, we're advertising now that a man can throw $1,000 your way and he is buying your time. That is literally no different than an escort service. And if it goes any further than, you know, regular escorting someone from place to place, so I'm just wondering why it is that y'all somehow feel like you're taking power back. Just, if you don't want to go on dates, if you don't want to be around men, if you don't want men to come for you and spend time with you, like, just say that. Just say that. Because at this point, it's absurd to say that a man is going to pay $1,000 as a deposit, and that is now supposed to be a regular standard. And then when you go to the comments, like, it's women defending this, talking about men don't even have $1,000 in their bank account to be complaining about this. Like, what are we saying? Are we saying that you are okay with your worth being that a man can basically buy you? Are you saying that you're expecting your sons to put $1,000 deposit in order to take a girl on a date? Is that, like, you're cool with your brothers doing that? Like, what are we saying? Like, how far are y'all really trying to take this? Because at this point, it's just really not making any sense.
What they're trying to do is finagle the 1,000 out of the man without giving him anything. That's why they never really say anything. They're trying to get the money out of the man before he gets anything out of them.
All of the regular guys, they don't want to learn social skills, so they're all with girls who are probably below the standards they would want. And so all of the attractive girls have no one to date. And so they're all going crazy. That's what's happening. There's no one left for them.
So first of all, you probably shouldn't have posted this, and I'll tell you why. You're not going to win in the comments here, sir. Even though you're trying to say something that agrees with the woman, they're still going to argue you down. Imagine that. So a woman says, you're so close but a little backwards. I think it's attractive women who have decided that they no longer want to settle for regular guys and date below their standards. So average men are going crazy while attractive women live happily unbothered. Once again, who's calling who attractive? You know what I mean? Number one. Number two, somebody in the comments, he's trying to explain himself in the comments. They don't care about that. They're still arguing with him, talking about her logic. He said something about, well, I'm talking about men, basically, that are on the cusp. They're on the edge. Like they're attractive, but they could take their game to another level. And then women in the comments are talking about, well, they wouldn't be attractive if they didn't have any social skills, right? They're not attractive unless they do have the social skills. No, that's not true. It could be like an all-star, right? Like a guy that already knows the game. He's really good at the game. But if he were to add this part of the game, he would be like otherworldly. Like you see those people that go to like all-star games or are really good players on a team, but then they have a breakout season. So you know that they're good at it. But you say, man, if he could do this consistently, he'd be balling. He'd be balling. That's what he's talking about. If guys could do something consistently, then they would be like otherworldly, like all level, like super high value. And that's when you're getting girls now. But if you do this, then that's when the girls are really going to start rolling in. You keep on trying to explain it, bro, and they don't listen. They don't care. That's why they're sitting at home alone. Well, we're happy. Fine. With this type of back and forth, even when men, and you wonder why men don't advocate for you. Back and forth, men try to advocate for you. You're still going back and forth with them. The man is on your team. Friendly fire here. Friendly freaking fire. Why am I single? Why can't I find a man? Because the high value men, the men with social skills have backed up off of it. The men with social skills see them and say, absolutely not. No, ma'am. No way. No how.
This man literally gave me the ick twice in an hour. And so I just had to stop talking to him. Like, it really pissed me off. So last weekend, me and my homegirls, we went to the club. One of my homegirls, she got way too drunk, right? She's throwing up outside. But I'm decided I'm going to go get some tacos, right? So we go to this taco truck. It's one of the boys. He's like a mutual friend of my homegirl, whatever. He ends up paying for our tacos. And one of my homegirls comes up to us, like, while we were getting tacos. And she's like, hey, like, can you unlock your car doors? And I'm just like, is she still throwing up? Oh, then hell no. I got white seeds. Like, I'm not finna let her throw up in my... So, the next day after that, we make it home safe, whatever. He, like, makes a little joke in my DM talking about some, oh, did you ever need to go get your car detailed? And I'm just like, nah, whatever. Like, she was good. Like, everything was fine. Right? So now we're just having, like, little small talk. We're talking about work, whatever. Talking about my windshield because he had cracked his windshield, too. And he sent his pictures of his windshield. I sent mine. He was like, oh. And then he was just like, oh, you might need some flowers after that. And I'm thinking we're homegirls. Like, me and you was homegirls. So it kind of threw me. It threw me because it just seemed like it was just, hold on. And so I try to like skip over the fact that he said that. Like, I just try to like kind of continue the conversation. I'm talking about like, we got somebody new at work. Like, I'm like, cause I'm a supervisor. So it's somebody new at work. And he's just like, you seem like a mean supervisor. And I was like, I mean, like, I feel like I'm mean in general. Like, that's not something that I'm proud of, but I am self-aware. Okay. I'm not nice, but I am a kind person. Let's get that right. So he was like, oh, I like mean. It's interesting. Get blocked. You're blocked. You're fucking blocked. You're fucking blocked. Because my thing is, even if I was interested, why the f would I be mean to somebody that I like? That's at this big grown ass age. Now you're blocked. You're blocked. Like, I don't I wasn't even interested. I wasn't interested. And now it makes me feel like I'm being mean because I don't even know how to articulate, like, this ain't that, buddy. You didn't even try to be friends with me. You didn't even try to be friends first. You just jumped here and then, get the my face. So my thing really is, like, the flowers thing, it really was not that bad. The second thing, that definitely gave me the fake, like, you're cut. But with me, I feel like you should always try to be my homeboy first. You should always try to be friends with me first. Because when people try to just jump and dive into just like doing relationships and wanting a relationship, first of all, I'm already in a relationship. So it was just off the table in the first place. Like, it threw me. So, when you just automatically try to just like jump and be romantic, and I'm just like, what if we were meant to be friends and you just ruined it by being romantic? Like, you just ruined it by trying to automatically date me. I don't like people like that. Like, I don't just meet people and like them and be like, oh, I want to date them. I never work and operate like that. And so it's kind of odd to me sometimes when other people can, like, we never even like hung out. We never hung out. Like, how could you even get that vibe? So that's how I just know, like, first of all, it's lustful. And it's just like, two, is just like, I just know, like, you just have this pattern of just seeing women that you think look good and you just feel like no, thank you. Ew.
So I think I heard that she said she was in a relationship. And basically what she's upset about is that he was not really genuinely interested in her. And so you trying to buy me flowers and tacos or whatever and trying to flirt with me, I don't like that. You need to be my friend first. Well, I mean, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe that's what he was trying to do. Maybe he saw you, was like, oh man, she's pretty, I would really like to get to know her. But if you didn't tell him you were in a relationship, then how would he have known that? Number one. Number two, the man said, if your friend was drunk and doing some weird stuff, the man was offering you a pick-me-up as a way to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I can, you guys want men to buy you flowers and something. I can do that. That's me trying to extend myself. Then when you're saying, I'm mean, I know that about myself. And he says, well, I like mean. Well, you don't even know me to like me like that. That's a you problem. That's what the man is trying to do. He's trying to get to know you. It was a joke. It was just a joke. That's all it was. You could have sent something playful back. If you're in a relationship, then obviously not. But you could, if you were in a relationship, you could have shut all that down. You guys got to get your head on straight. You need to fix that.
Y'all dating horror stories don't be the horror stories y'all claim. It'd be like, oh, I met this guy. We text for a couple of days. We went on this really nice date and blah, blah, blah. It was going on at the end of the date. He asked me to go back to his place, and I told him I didn't feel comfortable, and I haven't heard from him since. And I think I'm really about to start dating. Okay. Y'all didn't align. Like, that's all that was. And y'all be on here talking about horror stories. Dudes are not waiting 10 dates, 6 months or whatever for like to get to it. If that's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Don't mean it's a horrible date. And if that's your problem, you're right. Y'all gonna be single forever. And just deal with it. Y'all come on here be trying to sell this narrative that the dating pool has piss in it. No, dudes are just tired of taking you on dates. Multiple dates. You either come back saying I'm just getting a friend vibe, or you're not comfortable yet, and it's blocking you or ghosting you. Get over it. That's it. That's all it is to it.
That's literally it, man. Y'all wasting men's time and money. Stop doing that.
You gonna pay for her food, you gonna pay for whatever I order.
Fellas, if you ever find yourself in a situation like this, go to the bathroom and never come back. Viewer discretion is advised.
You gonna pay for what I order.
This is embarrassing, honey. We done already ate and everything. Like, I can pay for my own fucking food, but this is ridiculous.
Okay, so let me get this straight. It's embarrassing for you, and you can pay for your own food, but you have yet to do so. You'd rather sit there in embarrassment instead of pulling out your wallet and paying for your own meal that you ate. You can't make this up. I swear you can't. It's impossible. Bro, ChatGPT couldn't write this story.
But like, this song like going on the show. I always the fuck with this year and I hear that. I'm bringing somebody to you. I don't trust you. We've been talking for 4 years and your ass is still weird.
I see why they're friends. It makes perfect sense. This woman just told that man, I don't trust you. That's why I brought somebody with me. But she's been going on dates with him for the last 4 years. 4!
You don't invite somebody and I pay for their tab.
The audacity of some of y'all. Yeah, he's supposed to pay for her tab because he invited her on the date, not you. He never invited you. He probably don't even know you. Never seen you a day in his life. Why would he pay for your tab? Let alone, why would you even go with your friend? Like, realistically speaking, if your friend is that terrified of going on a date with this man, she shouldn't have been going in the first place. Why are you there? But I'm going to tell you exactly what it really is. Not only are they broke, they're hungry. They came for a free meal. That's what it is. That's all it is. She told her homegirl, hey, I got this sucker. He about to take me to the Benihana joint. Pull up. Free meal on him. That's all that happened. Rude awakening now.
Like, that's you. This is why you don't date. This is like This is real mid.
No. What we're gonna call it for what it is. What's mid is that y'all rather sit there in embarrassment instead of paying for your own tab. Especially the woman making this video. How you gonna try to talk about that man when you broke? You can't even go to the front and pay your own tab. You know if you walk out them doors, you gotta wash dishes or get arrested. You know if he don't pay that tab, y'all are. That's what's mid.
That's why I don't like being around y'all. He always got so much. I told you quit with his bald headed ass. I told you.
Yeah. They know they know who to try. They know who to play with. I'll be completely honest with you. Women know exactly who to pull this type of shit on. When you really stand on business, this type of shit don't happen to you. Because a real one would have just walked out. Hey, yeah, that's your problem. I would have paid for my meal and I would have got up out of there. Y'all can't make me pay for shit crazy. But you know what? Like any other video, you ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
Y'all about to hate me. Yeah, my man pays 100% of the bills. Yep, he pays for everything. I pay for nothing. I bartend for fun because I want to. You don't see that money. I mean, if you wanted to, he could. He pays for everything. Oh, he works. Yeah. Yeah, he works. He's a grown-ass man. I do hope he works. What? He would work the same job, the same hours, put in the same amount of work, whether I was in the picture or whether I wasn't. And this way, he gets stuff. And somebody with her out all the time, and just a loving partner. We're soulmates. Like, it doesn't matter. He'll pay for whatever. We don't even think about that. We literally don't think about it. I'm sorry if you have like a man child. I don't know what to tell you. Get off mine about it though.
I'm not gonna say they got. Okay, apparently here he is right here. Maybe? Yeah, this is him right here. Yeah. I've seen this vibe before. I don't know what this is about, to be honest with you. I've seen this type of vibe before. So maybe he just likes. She lives in Texas. Okay. All right. Okay. I've seen this vibe before, to where it'll be she's talking about soulmate. There's people in the comments saying, you're not a lifetime partner. Okay, so she's in Austin, Texas. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, it makes sense. Actually now, it makes sense. Yeah. It makes so much sense. Yeah. Let's go to the next clip, man.
You always hear about the bare minimum that men should do, and I'm referring to more so first dates, first couple of dates, but in this video, I'm going to talk about the bare minimum that women should do on the first couple of dates. This is just my opinion, you don't have to agree, but starting off with the first one, I do think that a woman should make the effort to get dressed up and look presentable for a first date. I'm not saying you have to go above and beyond with like a whole new outfit, but you know, get dressed up, maybe do your makeup, like look presentable, look like you are excited and ready and giving all your effort into seeing where the first couple dates can go. Number 2, I think that a woman should compliment the man when they meet up, tell him he looks handsome, or if he has like a specific thing in his outfit that you find really cool, like his shoes or his jewelry, like compliment him. I think men are always told like make sure the woman feels complimented and that she looks beautiful, but the men want that too, you know? So I do think that a woman should compliment the man that she's on a date with. Number 3 is manners. Always say thank you. Always say thank you if he picks you up, if he made the reservation somewhere, if he, you know, after he's done paying for the date, like always say thank you. Like these are bare minimums. Don't lose your manners. Towards the end of the night, I mean, depending how things go, like if there is a vibe, you can continue the conversation. Hopefully he texts first saying, you know, we had a great time, blah, blah, blah. Then you can respond again saying, like, thank you so much. If you don't vibe with the person you went on a date with, I think the bare minimum is to set the record straight. Thank you so much, but I don't think this is gonna work out. Like, I didn't feel the spark, but I had a great time. I think the bare minimum is letting people know, like, the intention after the date. So yeah, those are the bare minimums that I think women should do on the first couple dates.
Honestly, you get that a lot of women don't know how to be feminine anymore. They don't really even know what femininity is. So they don't even know when they are doing it versus when they're not. They wouldn't have a clue because nobody taught them. So they don't know. And so complimenting a man is foreign to them. They don't even think about it because they expect a man to do that for them. They don't even really think about being nice and being pleasant to the man. You know, they just want, okay, I'm going to come up here looking any kind of way and you're going to pay $300 for this. It's just so insane. Their lack of understanding of actual money and how it's made is just, it's mind boggling. Because it's, oh, it is 150. Spend 150 on me. This is my first time meeting you. I don't even know you. You came out here and you're not really, you don't really look all that great. You don't engage. You're not entertaining. A man can take that same $150, $200 and spend that ticket on a football game. He can spend that on a basketball game. There's countless things that a man could buy with that besides messing around with you. I don't think modern women really get that. I don't think modern women really understand how they fit in the dating scene. They just think, I'm just going to show up, get a man to pay for everything, and that's how it should be, without doing anything.